Hello guys, and welcome to another interesting episode of Madrid, my DNA, the home of everything Madridistas, as we discuss you through Real Madrid's latest and important update. Kickstarting with today's agenda, Real Madrid phenom Jude Bellingham credit Carlo Ancelotti after hard-fought win versus Manchester City on Wednesday night. We are going to be detailing you through that on this episode as we progress. And then shortly after that, we will quickly turn our attention to the next agenda of the day, as Real Madrid legend Toni Kroos jokes about Real Madrid teammate after shootout win versus City. Also, Toni Kroos discussed on his future, where we are going to be detailing you through that on this episode as we progress. So please stay tuned right up to the end. Do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Turn on your notification bells so you do not miss on our daily Real Madrid update. Jude Bellingham may not have been at his best during Real Madrid's win over Manchester City last night, but he was a critical part of the team's dynamics who did not do much wrong. In 120 minutes last night, the Golden Boy winner completed 94% of his passes, won 10 duels, and recorded 5 tackles. More importantly, he scored a vital penalty for Los Blancos in the shootout. Barring his recent and relative slump in form, the season has been special for the former Borussia Dortmund star, who has broken records for fun. Los Blancos will need him to recover his best version, but it is clearly not too far away. Speaking to TNT Sport via goal after the game, Bellingham commented on Real Madrid's key to success and how they maneuvered past Pep Guardiola's men in the semi-finals to the semi-finals. It is a relief. We put so much into the game. I have played against City before, and when you are close and you think you are going to get something and then they snatch it away, I am dead on my feet at the end of the game, so it was a massive reward, he began. It is so difficult to keep focus. They move you around and put you in positions you don't want to be in. Most teams would fall apart when City get on top, but we stood up really well and worked hard, he said, praising his team for their resilience. The Golden Boy winner also went on to praise the coach Carlo Ancelotti for his ability to make tactical adjustments without affecting players' freedom. We had some different roles tonight in the team, but there are adjustments and sacrifices to your own game you have to make. Our biggest strength is Ancelotti, finding a way to let the boys play with freedom, Bellingham said. Other teams are structured with their patterns to play, but we are so off the cuff at times. I caught him yawning before the game, and he said, "You need to go out there and excite me." That is the calmness he brings, he added on the Italian gaffer. The midfielder then spoke at length about Real Madrid's mentality and the ability to come back stronger when knocked down, a quality that made them the best in the business. You have got to see the Real Madrid shirt as a responsibility and not a pressure. You have to be willing to be under the scrutiny and spotlight. If you are here, it means you can handle it, so trust the process. It is incredible to knock out the holders today. It's come down to mentality, to running, to tracking players. You get that right, and then the moment like the lad keeping their head in penalties, it is a mix of that, he added. The youngster, who enjoyed a stunning start to life in Madrid, then opened up on his decisive moment to join the Merengues and how it was paying off great dividends. I could never dream of it, not just the goals, but the feeling of playing for the club every day. The badge on your chest every day is amazing, and hopefully there are more nights like this. Finally, Bellingham gave his 2 cents on the upcoming clash against Bayern Munich in the UEFA Champions League semi-finals, saying, "We have got nothing to be worried about with Bayern, but we respect them and we will approach it the same way as we did today," the youngster concluded on Wednesday night after dumping Manchester City, the current European and world champions, out of the competitions in just the quarterfinals. So having discussed and concluded with that, we are going to quickly turn our attention to the next agenda of the day, as Toni Kroos jokes about Real Madrid teammate after shootout win against City and also discusses his future. Real Madrid are blessed to have a squad that competes at the highest level, not just in sporting terms but also on the mental front. The latter in particular is greatly helped by the mix of youngsters and veterans in the setup. The likes of Toni Kroos and Luka Modric in the dressing room help inject belief even at the lowest of points, and the same was seen last night against Manchester City. As long as he was on field, Kroos led Real Madrid charge from the front, not only playing at a very high level but also relying his teammate. Speaking to the media after the Madrid Navy yet enormous win over Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium, the veteran midfielder was asked about his future at the club and whether a renewal was close. "I don't know yet," he said, giving nothing away. Kroos jokingly pulled the leg of his compatriot Antonio Rüdiger, who scored the winning penalty for Los Blancos after the night was an enormous defensive display from him. Advice for Rüdiger: "He is the only one I didn't trust to take the penalty," Kroos said with humor and laughter on his face. Kroos also gave his 2 cents on facing his former team Bayern Munich in the semi-finals of this year's edition of the UEFA Champions League after the Bavarians took down Mikel Arteta's Arsenal. Bayern is up next, and they have beaten a strong Arsenal side. They are dangerous because they only have the Champions League title left to fight for. I haven't thought about the game yet because we have an El Clasico in 4 days, but it will be very difficult for sure," he added, emphasizing that his current focus was on the clash against Barcelona this weekend. Real Madrid are set to face Barcelona at the Santiago Bernabeu on Sunday this weekend with an 8-point gap with rivals FC Barcelona in the La Liga title charge. They will look to extend their lead to 11 points or at least maintain the 8-point difference with a draw in their own backyard. The Merengues can't afford to sleep against a wounded Barcelona side who just got knocked out from the Champions League, against Paris Saint-Germain, and also, like Bayern Munich, have just the La Liga title to fight for this season, being eliminated from all competitions and haven't won a single trophy so far. So it is left to be seen how the Clasico will pan out on Sunday night, but for the moment, the Madridistas around the world won't really bother us that much, as they will be looking to celebrating the famous victory against Pep Guardiola's super team. So having discussed and concluded with that, we have come to the end of this interesting episode. Thanks for following us right up to the end. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Turn on your notification bells so you do not miss on our daily Real Madrid update. See you next time, and a very big Hala Madrid to us all.